We know Friday the 13th has its legal troubles right now, but how important is it to expand the universe of Friday the 13th, right? Unlike what we've seen in other fan films or in the films itself, we're actually seeing more about Jason and the world around him.
Well, for me, I think it's just a lot of fun. I mean, we haven't had a Jason in many years, and we all want that. So I think it's a great time for fan films to come out because it kind of fills that gap. But we had, from our perspective, there's a lot of open questions from the different films, and why did this happen? Why did this not happen? Where did this come from? How did this start? So we thought it'd be kind of fun to explore some of those gaps and kind of fill them and talk to them. So that's where a lot of the inspiration for some of the plot points in Vengeance and Vengeance 2 come from.
And I agree. I think the universe needs to be expanded when it comes to Friday the 13th series. I think over the years we've learned a lot when it comes to movies like Harry Potter and others, where you need to have connectivity between the sequence of each one of them. Friday the 13th has always been kind of a hit miss difference based on there was no connectivity between part four and part seven.
Uh-huh.
So I think relaunching, coming through with Jason's ideas here, and then when the studios pick it up and start going forward, I would like to think that they may shoot two or three and get it in the can at one time with uniformity and consistency, so you can't wait to see the next one rather than imagining, well, what's he going to do now? I mean, if they would put it together, again, we've learned this from Harry Potter. It's a billion-dollar franchise that
Uh-huh.
they can keep going as long as they leave it open and they connect the dots throughout the series. I think one thing about Vengeance 2 is Jason has taken that formula and started to connect a lot of the creativity and the dots from part one all the way through X, all the way through '09.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to say that I am a huge Jason fan. I'm a Friday the 13th fan. I've been since I was a little kid. I've said it before in Nerd Box when we were ranking our top horror movies. And yeah, I don't know what it is. Ever since I was a kid, just that hockey mask, it always did it for me. I was scared of everything else, with Chucky and everything else. I was just scared. But for some reason, I loved Friday the 13th. I don't know. I don't know what it was about this giant man in a hockey mask just like brutally murdering everybody, but I loved it. And I think what you're saying is true. I think that they should connect the dots. I really do think that to have a great story over the years. Um, and I like that fans think that way because sometimes when you have you know, the big ones in the cinema, they try to force a connection that's not there. But fans that truly understand and love the project with the passion, they're like, oh, they can. You see it all the time. They make thousands of theories, and if they were to continue it, this is how it would go, and they pay every little detail down to the T of how it would connect. So I agree with you 100%. I really do think that it's time. It's finally time to get everything connected, but not only that, hire the people that not only have the credentials, but are truly, truly fans that love this franchise.
Yeah, big true story. Connecting the dots is making sure you have not just necessarily different directors. They can be different directors, but they have to fall under an umbrella of consistency from each one to
Yeah.
pass the torch so that they're not just independently saying, well, I did part six or I did part three. And that's nice. It's great, as a matter of fact. But can you imagine, since we haven't had one in over a decade, this is the opportunity for Mr. Miller to have a new launching platform and resurrection. I love that word. Jason never dies, right? The resurrection of the franchise. So, as sad as it was that it hasn't been around in a decade or so, maybe now is the right time to put it together and really take it to another level.
I think he's trying to bring her back.
Bring who back?
His wife, Jason's mother. And he needs all of us to do it.
discovered something, sir. Something that we missed in translation. The last of your bloodline needs to end the last of theirs.
You know what needs to be done.